Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and happy 2021. I am so excited for this new year, and so for today's video I want to talk all about my 2021 New Year's resolutions, and I'm also going to be talking to you guys about how I plan on achieving all of the goals that I have set. I feel like it's super important because I know I'm guilty of doing this myself, where I'll set a bunch of goals throughout the year, but I won't ever like sit down and think about how I want to achieve them. And that is actually the most important thing, because I feel like without a plan, your goal is just kind of like a hope, and it's like you're not going to actually achieve it. So you need to figure out what you're going to do to achieve that goal. And so for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys all of that. Hopefully it can inspire you guys to get out there and set your own goals and figure out how you guys want to achieve them. And then also, I do know New Year's resolutions can sometimes be very cheesy. I know some people like them, some people don't like them. I definitely think it's important to set goals like throughout the month and not just wait like a full year until the new year to set a goal. I realize that, but I think anything to kind of get us to be motivated and set some new goals to better ourselves is worth it. So if you guys want to hear all about my New Year's resolutions and then also how I'm going to achieve them, then just go ahead and keep on watching. I only have like a few goals that I'm going to share with you guys, but in each goal I feel like there's a bunch of like subcategories. So the first resolution that I have is all about food, and there's a bunch of like subcategories in this main goal. And so the first one is I want to eat out less, because I eat out so much, you guys. It's so bad. And if you guys watched any of my monthly spending videos, I did one for the month of October and November. I can leave them down below for you guys if you're interested, but most of my money that month was going out to eat. I go out to eat all the time, and it's just such a bad habit, and so I really want to work on that and not always go out to eat. And then because of that, I also want to cook more at home, but then also branch out with the meals that I make, because I'm definitely someone where I stick to like the same like 4 to 5 recipes and I never branch out, and then I get tired of the recipes that I make, and so then that's when I go out to eat, and it's just like a never-ending cycle. And so if I eat more food and branch out more, like I'm not going to feel the need to like go out to eat, because everything that I've eaten isn't repetitive. And then going along with that is less food waste. I hate to admit this, but I throw away so much food, and I know that, and I try to always do better at it, but I am just so bad at it, where I'll go to the grocery store, I'll buy a bunch of food, and then half of it I'll eat it, and then half of it will just go bad, or I just decide, oh, I don't want to eat this anymore, and so then I just like throw it away, and it's so bad. Literally, I'm going grocery shopping later today, and I was checking my fridge and pantry and just like clearing things out, and I just threw away so much stuff. And so I really want to get better at that, because just one, it's just a waste of food. Two, I'm throwing away the money that I'm spending on it, so it's just overall not a good thing. And so I definitely want to get better at doing that. And so some of the things that I'm going to do to achieve all of those goals, and so to branch out more, I want to try one new recipe a week, and that's a little intimidating because I'm a very picky eater, so it's very hard for me to try new foods. But if I try one new recipe a week, I think that should be good. I think that's a good thing, and it doesn't have to be some crazy dinner. It could even literally just be like a side dish that I try, or a new like smoothie, or just like something new I want to try each week. And then also, to prevent food waste, I don't want to go grocery shopping until I have eaten everything that I bought that week. And so this is going to be a big one for me, because I feel like I go grocery shopping and then the next day I'm like, well, what do I even have to like make meals? Like I don't even know. And so I just waste food. And so I definitely want to not go grocery shopping until I need to, until all the food that I've purchased I have eaten and nothing's gonna go bad. And then finding new recipes, there are a bunch of different ways that I can do this. So whether that's going onto TikTok or YouTube or Pinterest. Also, another one that I want to take advantage of that I just like never do is to actually go on HelloFresh. My HelloFresh account is currently deactivated, like I don't get HelloFresh meals, but I still have obviously like my account and everything like that. And so I can go onto HelloFresh and then look at literally every single meal that they have to offer, and I can just pull it up and it'll tell me all of the ingredients, it'll tell me all of the instructions to make it. And I feel like that's a really good resource to find new recipes because I pretty much have always liked the HelloFresh meals that I've gotten, and so I want to like take advantage of that because it's a great way to get recipes, because that's always such a hard thing for me, is I just like don't know what to cook. That is all of my resolutions and ideas in like the food category. So moving on. So the next resolution that I have is to just stay off social media, to decrease my time spent, because I spend so much time just countlessly just like scrolling through Instagram, through TikTok, Twitter. Like it's so bad and my screen time is up so high, and so I really want to work on cutting my screen time down, which it definitely helps now that I'm working 9 to 5 because I'm obviously not on my phone all day long, and so that definitely helps. But one thing that I have already done was I just completely got rid of Instagram. My account is still there, but to me, Instagram specifically, I just find to be so toxic, and I really want to break out of that and just kind of not focus on Instagram. And so I still have my account. You can still actively follow me. I actually still am like logged in on Instagram, so I still get notifications for whatever. But what I did is, I don't know how well you can see this, but my phone is set up really weird. Everyone is always like, your phone is so weird, but it works for me. I just like simplicity, and I don't want my phone to be cluttered with apps. So I have 3 apps at the bottom, and then I literally only have 1 app at the top, and then the rest are like in folders throughout my phone. But what I did is, Instagram used to be at this bottom bar, and so I took it and put it in this folder which has like all of the apps that I use. And so I literally scrolled all the way to the back and put Instagram at the very back, so it's just a lot harder to get to. And I don't want to just like be off Instagram forever. I just want to take a New Year cleanse and eventually work my way back up to it, but not go on it 24/7 like I did, because it just wasn't good for me. For me, the way that Instagram became toxic was because I would literally do my makeup, do my hair, put on this outfit, and go hang out with friends and just take photos, which there's nothing wrong with that. Like that's so much fun to do. I love to do that. I'll take hundreds of photos. I'll go back and spend literally hours deciding and like texting literally all of my friends, like which photo should I post, what should I caption it. Like it just was just such an unhealthy amount of time and energy spent on that when it's literally not even worth it. And I always realized that, but I just wanted to do something to just like break out of that. And also it got to the point where I would post a story or post a photo and literally refresh every 5 minutes to see who watched it, who liked it, did the guy I liked, did he watch my story, did he like my photo, which is just so like so dumb and so stupid. And so I want to just overall just get better at that. And that's kind of why I kind of am taking a step back from Instagram for a little while and not really posting, not going on it, not going on my feed, just because I can't do that. And I know I've unfollowed and I've muted people who made the app toxic, but it's myself who makes it toxic when I post to see, oh my god, who's viewing my stuff, who's liking my stuff. So definitely overall just want to get better at that. And I know I just like went on a rant about Instagram for so long, but I just needed a break from it, and I've already started it. Okay, so the last resolution that I have, which has a bunch of little like sub parts to it, and that is to, and this is gonna sound so cliche, and I know that, but that is to just truly focus on myself, because I feel like I've never really done that, and I really want to like 100% dive deep and go in and just focus on myself, focus on my life, just focus on every like aspect of my life, because there are times when I focused on like the health part of my life or whatever, but I've never focused on like everything all at once. And so that is what I want to do. And so to kind of start off, this one again is like cliche, but I want to just go on walks, go on runs, go on hikes, just kind of work out and feel better about myself, because I definitely have taken a long break from working out, and I definitely have noticed that. And so I want to get back into a good and healthy workout routine, because I had such a good one going in the summer and I just loved the way that I felt, and so I want to get back to that feeling. And then I also want to start reading more. I have never been a big reader, if I'm being completely honest, but this summer I started to read, but I just kind of drifted off. But I really want to focus on reading more, especially now that I want to kind of not use social media as much. I feel like that'll be a good time to focus on reading. And so what I've already done is I've downloaded an app called Goodreads, and I'm not too familiar with the app because I just downloaded it literally today. Basically, so far is you can follow your friends and you can put in like goals, and so you can say like, I want to read blank amount of books this year. And then it's also just a really great way because you can look up like a bunch of books that you have. You can put them as like what books you want to read. You can use it to find new books, and so I just feel like it's a great resource. And so I've already downloaded that app, and I want to just focus on reading and just expanding my knowledge and my vocabulary. And so I have that, and I think that'll be good to kind of focus on that. And then this last one that I have is just like so stupid, but I think I need to just like do it, and that is to just truly focus on myself and not think about guys or think about any of that, because I will admit I feel like I put all of my happiness into guys, which is literally so stupid. It's so dumb. We all know men are trash, but I really want to kind of take a step away from that. And I always say I'm going to. Whenever I get my heart broken, I'm always like, okay, like I'm not gonna talk to any guys, I'm just gonna focus on myself, like the normal like cliche thing to do. But then for some reason another guy will just come along and I'll like hang out with them, and no, like that's not good. I need to just take a step back. And I know this is kind of weird, I don't ever really talk about guys on my channel, but I feel like I really just need to kind of put them on the back burner because they are just not worth it. They're only causing me heartache, which isn't good. I definitely would say 2020 has been the year of heartbreaks for me. Oh no, I'm playing a fireplace in the background on Netflix, and it went away. Okay, now it's back. I don't know how long that's been not going. I'm also like in the front of it, so you can't even see it. But anyways, like I was saying, I feel like 2020 was the year of heartbreaks for me. I really let my guard down with a lot of guys. I really want to break away from that. Okay, so my camera got full, the fireplace stopped going, and so hopefully to finish off this video, we'll have no interruptions. But like I was saying about just kind of truly focusing on myself and kind of taking a break from the whole guys situation, and I think that's gonna also truly help with me getting rid of Instagram, was because I would just constantly check which guy was looking at my stories, liking my photos, and that's just so unhealthy and just toxic. And I realized that, and so at least I realized that I do all of that, but now it's kind of putting in, okay, I realized it, but now like let's put these steps into action to actually like make something of it and make things better. And yeah, so I'm doing that. So those are all of my 2021 New Year's resolutions, and these are just kind of like some of the main things. I didn't really talk about any of my like personal goals for like my YouTube or like my content, because I kind of wanted to keep those like private and not necessarily like share exact numbers or whatever to the internet. So some of those goals and like job goals and stuff like that I kind of am keeping personal, but these are some of the goals that I feel like are the most relevant and most people can probably relate to them, and so that's why I wanted to share them with you guys. So definitely leave some comments down below. What are some of your guys' resolutions, some goals that you guys want to achieve in 2021? I hope everyone has such a great year. We definitely all deserve it after the year of 2020, and so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and definitely make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you can keep up to date on all the new videos that I post, and I will see you guys in my next video.